Hello boys and girls from WCReplays.com. This is Sasuke again with another audio commentary for the site, and we're going to get this game started. Before we start the game, I wanted to say I held a poll in the members chat to see on what matchup you wanted the next audio commentary to be on. And it's been decided that it's been a Nile versus Undead replay. But I'm sure many of you saw the replay already. It's of Xlord versus Moonfans on Ancient Isles. And in this audio commentary, I will explain what's going to happen, why Moonfans is making certain decisions, and after a certain point in the game, we will fast forward the replay speed to 3x. We will just laugh at Xlord for the remainder of the game. You will know why. Sorry, Xlord, but we are going to laugh at you really, really hard. So grab a beer, sit comfortably, get some chips, whatever you want, and get the game started, and let's get it going at the 1 minute mark. And let's pause it there. I'm currently fast forwarding myself. It's nearly there. Yeah, okay. So I personally think Xlord should have changed his nick to Sexlord, but I don't know why he didn't do that. He apparently likes Ixie better, which I think it's pretty. I don't know. I don't like it, but whatever, his choice. So let's get. You should have the game at the 1 minute mark now. Let's resume in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume. 1 minute 1. 1 minute 2, 1 minute 3, 1 minute 4, and so on and so on. So we have nothing to do. We see a standard build altar near the trees, wardens being trained, Ancient of War to the creeps, level 5 Ogre Magi, the level 3 Ogre Warrior, and the Forest Troll Trapper, also level 3 creep. We see Moonfans going for a scout, we see Xlord going for a scout with his acolyte, just standard stuff happening. He's talking German. Die Firma muss zur Kennzeichnung des Kaufmanns geeignet sein und Unterscheidungskraft besitzen. Yeah, I totally agree with him, but I think German is funny and stupid at the same time. No offense to Germans, I like Germans. I love Oktoberfest, by the way. It was last week. It's a festival originated in Germany, but it was in the Netherlands, also in my hometown. It was 1 week of a town fair, you know, with rides and stuff, yeah, standard shit. And beer, artists, DJ Chucky, stuff like that. It was really, really awesome. So if you ever got the chance to come to Serra during Oktoberfest, you definitely should. Or of course, just go to Germany where it's beer, and well, in Germany it's more about Schlagermusiek than anything else, I guess. So if you don't like Schlagermusiek, you should come to the Netherlands. Anyways, Moonfans is finishing up his creep. They're talking some more in German, and I don't know why, but the Chinese always, Chinese players, when they say good luck or something, I practice with Moonfans from time to time, he always says it in caps. I don't know why. Good luck or okay, or I always picture like this Korean commentator. I don't know if you ever saw the Plague movie where they go like, "Aha, Plague!" Yeah, you know. But I always see him like go like, "Good luck, oh, yeah, okay," something like that. But Moonfans is now creeping the gnolls, and he's taking quite a lot of damage on his warden, but apparently it's okay. If Moonfans thinks it's okay, it's okay. He builds his moonwells in a nice artistic kind of curve, which I think it's because you can maneuver your shit around it pretty easily. But I've recently been playing myself with using a box shape formation for my moonwells, which I think is really effective versus undead when you're using DH. You can just like put your DH in front, archers in the back, and everything will get healed. You can put your wisp behind it. It's really easy to defend as long as you leave some openings for the wisp to go out, but not enough for a hero to go through. So now we see Moonfans going for the harassment. He finds Ixie at the middle. Ixie doesn't get the surround. Too bad, Ixie. Anyways, Moonfans is moving on. He's built a second Ancient of War near his natural gold mine. Reason why is because when you're playing with a warden, you really don't want a level 1 warden, you really don't want a level 2 warden, but you really want a level 3 warden. Once you get a level 3 warden, the warden is the pimp lord. Well, actually she's a girl, so she should be a hoe, but you can be a hoe lord, so whatever the warden rules, especially when it's level 3 versus undead. And I really like Moonfan style versus undead. It's so fucking hilarious to see. I mean, lots of undeads are complaining about oh no, There's the warden again, he's killing my acolytes. Well, I mean, they've been using Garks for years and it felt the same way for Elf, so I find this very amusing to watch. Now you see Moonfans is just blinking inside X-Lord's base. Bam! Shadow strikes the Acolyte, but he can't get much damage done now. But what he did do now is that he separated the Death Knight from his Ghoul army, and he's forcing his Ghoul army to return and can do some harassment. But when Moonfans now stabs back, he can just easily creep that. So I think that's a very good move of Moonfans to go there, to force the Death Knight to go back, and to force the Ghouls to go back. And in the meantime, he can finish up this creep camp. But X-Lord is incoming. He's doing he's scouting very well with his Wand of Illusion created Death Knight thingy. And Moonfence is getting off a lot of useless hits on it, but X-Lord decides not to go on with the arrest because his Death Knight is stuck. Fucking epic. He doesn't want to waste the TP, but he also doesn't. Well, he just has to wait for the Staff of Teleportation to finish his cooldown. And he's talking German again. I don't know why he's talking German again. I think Germans think that's cool. Dark saying sub Bossuet. And what you see is Moonfans placing Ancient of Wonders in the middle, which I think is a good position. I mean, when you put it like this, between the two Moonwells, only a Death Knight and two Ghouls will be able to hit it straight from the front. You still have plenty of entrances to your base. A Hunter's Hall in the back. A very good position. You can put two lores on the left hand side. You can also put one on the right if you want to, I guess, but you don't want that because you will close another slot to your base. X-Lord is scouting again really well with the Wand of Illusion Death Knight, but he finally gets out of his base. Cooldown finish, but this is a very, very, very precious time wasted for X-Lord right here. He could have had either his Death Knight level 3, he could have harassed really well on Moonfans before he got his Warden level 3, but now Moonfans Warden is level 3 and is going for the harass. He picked up awesome items for the Warden. Claws of attack +9, boots of Keltalas +6, which means the armor of the Warden is increased by 2 or nearly 2. Damage is +15, which means awesome ownage for the Warden. Again, X-Lord pretty good multitasking, scraping well with the mirrored image. Death Knight is using it for various purposes. Yesterday I played versus Doag in some practice games, and I tried to do use my Wand of Illusions on Zappers to confuse him to see which one would be the real one, but it didn't really work. But I thought it would work pretty well, but obviously versus a player like Doag it doesn't. Well, now we see Moonfans also just creeping with his archers and his Ancient of Wars, moving it around. I mean, when you got the Ancient of War, why not use it? You can just harass with the Warden while creeping at the same time. This requires a certain level of mastery in the game though, but well, it's easy once you get used to it. It doesn't really need you don't really need that much skill to pull this off. But one thing I have to say is that things that work in pro games often don't work in amateur games, because either the amateur will just ignore the how should I say this, the loss of play, you know, the standard things people do to adapt to a certain situation, or what pro players do to adapt to a certain situation. Amateurs often do not, and they just come and rushing your base, or they don't back off and they just go like kamikaze, and you end up losing anyways because they don't know what they're doing, and you don't know what to do against people who don't know what they're doing, if you get what I mean. Sounds really stupid, but that's the depth a real-time strategy game has. Anyways, Moonfans is leveling up to level 4. This is essential because once you get level 4 and you pick level 2 Blink, the Blink mana cost is only 10. And the duration and the cooldown is reduced to, I think, 10 seconds. Well, before that it used to be 50 mana, which is a lot for a spell which just makes you go from one place to the other. But on level 3 Blink is really awesome. It has a 1 second cooldown, and it has it only costs 10 mana. And as you will see later in this game, Moonfans will pick up a Sobi mask, which will make it even more epic. You can just warp around the map, dodge coils, stuff like that. Dodging coils is one of the most amusing things you can do when you're playing against undead. Like he throws a coil and you either staff your unit away, so the coil misses and he wasted his mana, or when he tries to call your warden, you just go like, no, I'm not there, and you just blink away, which is pretty awesome.